chats. Hey guys, if you're out there, just let me know via chat. Oh, that felt good. Mm. Hey James. Hey guys, if you're tuning in, if you can see me and hear me okay, just let me know in the chat before we get started. Hey Dorothy, what's up? Hey guys, yeah, I told you I'll be back in a couple minutes. Just had to kind of reset up the, the gear for the second one. This live stream, this is going to be raw, uncut, no bias whatsoever. I need your honest opinions here. And we're not going to get started at this moment because I only see about 3 people watching. We're going to be talking, 27. Hey, Melissa, glad you didn't go to sleep because, again, this is part 2. In this live stream, I need to get your honest opinions. What were you disappointed in the premiere? Like, literally, I need to know, were you disappointed in the episode itself? Like, I actually was on the phone with my mom for about 30 minutes tonight. I have never heard her so disappointed. I can hear you, but not picture. Can you not see me? Like, I'm literally sitting underneath a picture of Melissa. Like, I'm pointing. You got Melissa, then you got Veronica, then I got a picture of the live stream. Can everybody, I know people can hear me. Can you see me okay? If so, just let me know in the chat. Because it should be on. I actually see myself on the YouTube thing. It says, live stream is healthy, all ready to go. Waiting on the chats. Okay, I'm glad everybody can hear and see me. All right, so I'm going to tell you what my mom told me. And when she actually told me this, I was very shocked because if you don't know, my mom is an addict just like I am. The only difference is I'm the one that's on social media and she's not. So everything I talk about and whatnot, she knows. I dare say she knows more than I do. She told me she was disgusted and I was like, what? She was really disgusted in the episode itself in the sense that it was so short because there were so many commercials that the car wreck that was hyped up wasn't even shown until the tail end of the episode. Guys, I went back and watched the episode today, this morning, like I said before. Then I went back around, what time is it now? 8:40, I think around maybe 7 o'clock. I went back to the episode. I wanted to kind of time it, time certain things. As a whole, the episode, and I am not exaggerating here because you could probably find it on YouTube or something. The episode itself was 38 minutes 41 seconds. I kid you not. 38 minutes 41 seconds. If you exclude the 2-minute 15-second recap of last season and about 40 seconds for the end credit / episode preview, the episode itself probably wasn't 35 minutes long. Hey Janita, how you doing? So right off the bat, a season premiere episode should not be that short. Yeah, James, I agree. It didn't bring the fire for the return. I definitely agree because I kept saying that this episode has so much hype built up around it because Angela Robinson was not in any interviews except for the Soaps magazine article. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, this is the magazine I was telling you about. They got the article and everything. She wasn't in any like the behind the scenes clips, like they were kept on the Have and Have Not and Tyler Perry social media pages. They would show like, what is it like working with Tyler Perry? What can we expect from this episode and all those good things? She wasn't in any of it. The biggest thing was when Facebook updated the cover photo and profile picture of the Haves and the Have Not Facebook page. But Angela Robinson or Veronica was not on it. All the other characters were, but she wasn't. People were going nuts because we were like, is she dead? What's going on? And in the magazine article, Angela Robinson said, we're picking up exactly where we left off. Firemen are going to be there. Everybody's trying to save me. And when the episode opens with like a 5 to 7 minute scene of Justin trying to grope Jeffrey, who cares about that? We want to know what's happening in the car wreck. And you know what's crazy, guys? I went back to the end of the episode to time it. I believe the scene before the car wreck was, Erica and David, or Jim leaving at David's house. We only got about 47. I'm not exaggerating. We only got about 47 seconds of the car wreck. We saw the car overturned, Melissa crawling out, and then saying that, what's wrong? Why is the devil afraid? The devil shouldn't be afraid of a few flames. And, Veronica's like, I smell gas. 47 seconds of a scene that we were all waiting months to see. This episode was disappointing. Like, I rank it 7 out of 10, a solid 7. I didn't think it was a horrible episode because I like how we did get set up for what the characters are going to be doing. Like Benny getting in with the Malones when he shouldn't. Candace robbing people. And, that's my sister right now about the episode. Cool. Golly. Hey, guys in the chat, let me know what you think. Wow. Jim being stubborn, Wyatt and Anna, and Oscar, and we see why Quita got... Hey, can somebody tell me in the chat real quick, seriously, when Oscar was on his laptop and he saw Quita, was Quita trying to use Wyatt's card at an ATM, or was she trying to get back into the condo, and that's when she got arrested? For the life of me, I could not understand that scene. I know Oscar said, "You're not Wyatt." And then he's like, "Oh, thanks, police officer. You just made my job a lot easier." So, what's up with that? I don't know. Tell me. If there's anybody listening, tell me what was going on with the Quita scene. Let's see. Erica and David moving in together was way too far-fetched. Yeah, that's right. I would a 7 or 8 is definitely great. A B-. So I'm just chatting my sister back. Yeah, thank you, Eric. That was an ATM because last season she stole Wyatt's car. Yeah, did she steal the car? I know her and that boy had a gun to Wyatt's head, and told him to drive back. So yeah. That's right. Wyatt wanted drugs and said, "I don't have any cash, but I have a card." And it's like, "We're gonna get this money from you, but the bank won't open until tomorrow. We're gonna stay here all night." That's right. That's right. Dorothy, well, when you think about it, if they showed us anything with Ronica, yeah, what about it? Because, I mean, even the picture on the Facebook page had the first picture of Ronica and it said, "Dead or alive, find out." Well, we found out she's alive for now, but, I mean, here's how I would have written it. Like, in terms of the episode picking up where we left off, go ahead and show Melissa getting out of the car and Veronica trapped in there. And then saying she smelled gas and, have Melissa kind of cackle on the sidelines. Then go into the other characters doing what they're doing. At the end of the episode, go back to the car and show it catching on fire. That would have been a good opening and a cliffhanger. That's what I think. 47 seconds is unacceptable. I'm sorry. I love Tyler Perry. I love the show, but even I can't even excuse that. I can't. Anybody else got thoughts they want to chime in? Because literally, I'm going through the chats now as they come up. What happened to the police not finding Quentin's body behind? I think you mean Quincy, behind Candace's condo. What happened to the police now? Well, they found the body, but, Veronica was able to get Candace off the hook because the bank foreclosed on the house before the police found the body, making it admissible evidence. But basically, I believe that's the right term. Basically, before the cops found the body after Candace lost the house, meaning that she can't be charged for murder. The body can't be used against her in court. Put it that way. I didn't go to law school. I'm just quoting this stuff. I love CW's The Flash, so you know I watch that show. I can quote things, but I'm not a scientist. Man. Do you think Benny and Mitch will save Veronica and Melissa, but Melissa will stay to die? How will Melissa stay to die? I mean, the only thing I can think of is her jumping into the flames, but I don't think she would do that. I want to know if Benny and Mitch save Veronica, what Melissa will do. Okay, I think Tyler Perry told Veronica that it would be picked up where it left off, and then days later changed his mind and focused on other characters. That could be true. That could be true. That could explain some of the editing. But literally, the fact that the episode wasn't even 35 minutes, and again, I'm excluding the opening where they recapped last season and the ending where they actually showed the preview for next week. I don't think an opening episode should be that short. I'm sorry. That was just inexcusable. Like, literally, it's all about making you watch until the end where the car wreck happens, but for it to not even be 30, 40 seconds, come on now. That was just cheap. I know next episode we're going to get more, but they shouldn't have done that. I literally don't. Okay, here's a good example. If you love the Arrowverse, like, the crossover, Flash, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, and Arrow from last year, remember when they said it was going to be a 4-night crossover, and the episode of Supergirl had nothing to do with the crossover? The one scene where Barry and Cisco go to Earth 19 to get Kara, they actually showed that scene in the Flash episode, so it was a 3-night crossover. People were pissed because they had to watch an entire episode of Supergirl to get the crossover, but they didn't get the crossover. I know if you're not a nerd, you don't get this reference. I feel like have and have not fans are that disappointed. Yeah, I feel like Veronica will not be in a coma, but will be burned. I think in some way she's going to get scarred. My question is, if Benny and Mitch save Veronica from the car wreck, what would that mean? Like, will Veronica pay him back somehow or what? Or will Benny and Veronica be even because Veronica kept saying, like, you owe me for my legal assistance, so I'll think of a way to pay it back. Yeah, I feel like it's dragging out to get more views. Oh, the thing my mom told me that shocked me was the fact, like, I don't know, Tyler, if I could rock it with you this season where I'll stay up to watch the episode every Tuesday. So, put it this way, my mom saying she's not going to watch the show like she used to was just like Hannah telling Benny, I don't even feel like praying. That's a big blow to me because my mom loves this show. Yeah, Veronica is alive. She was literally in there screaming for help, so she's alive. I don't know if the Malones and Veronica will team up. I think it'll be interesting if Mama Rose finds out Mitch risked his life to save Veronica. Would she want Veronica to pay back? I don't know. I thought it's crazy that Catherine and Veronica burnt down the house, but yet the police is not asking Jim and Catherine questions. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Jennifer was like pretty much strong-arming Veronica for information. So is Candace escorting yet thing to get a license to be... Oh, put it this way. Remember back in season 2, Professor Cannon gave Candace a letter that would allow her to take the bar exam, and if she passed it, she would instantly be a lawyer? That letter was taken from Candace when, remember, she got abducted by the Malones. When she was set free, she walked back to her apartment, no shoes. For some reason, they took her shoes. I don't know. The apartment was cleaned out. Jim had movers take all of Amanda and Candace's things. So that letter Professor Cannon gave to Candace is gone. Candace kept calling Professor Cannon, I believe, season 4. But this was at a point where Professor Cannon wouldn't pick up the phone, and then she later found out he was killed. So Candace at this point has no way to instantly finish law school unless she goes to law school. Yeah, Donnie, like I said, I don't know. Jim might be pushed back to Selene. You never know. Yeah, Dominique Broderick, I agree. I think there's something shady with that guy. Yeah, Daquan, Melissa's just going to sit there and let Veronica die. Yeah. Yeah, Donnie, I did hear what Catherine said about Selene last night. I don't think they would name drop her unless she was coming back this season because we haven't seen or heard from her in quite some time. So, hey guys, tell me honestly, like, were you disappointed in the episode as a whole? Because number one, it was short, barely, it wasn't even 40 minutes long. We didn't get but like a few seconds of the actual car wreck itself, so, and then some scenes just dragged on. Let's be positive though, were there any scenes you actually like? If Broderick wasn't Malone, ooh. I feel like that would be too much Malone for this season. Yeah, I feel like that would be too... I don't think he's a Malone, no. I do think he's an interesting character because he doesn't seem like the guy that is going to be a pushover for Jim. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, Donnie, there were way too many commercials. Again, the episode itself, as a total from start to finish, was 38. Jim might snitch on Catherine. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. But who knows? Because Catherine does know that Jim has been dealing with the Malones. I don't think Mitch and Catherine would get together. That would be an interesting parallel to Benny getting together with Veronica, though. Catherine and Jim going to war was good. I would like to see those two going at it. I think that would be an interesting concept. Oh, also the ratings came in, and apparently the season 5 premiere last night was 0.3 lower than the season 4 premiere. So this episode didn't do as well as last season. Yeah, I love the part where Jim was like, so Hannah got a condominium from Catherine and she kicked me out of the hotel. Come on now. Yeah, Justin is getting on a lot of people's nerves. Jim will talk to Hannah. Yeah, guys, can you tell me in the chat? Like, I feel like in this episode, a lot of people were like talking either too low, their dialogue was choppy, or they were cutting each other off too much. Like, Jim and David were talking about how to get back on Mama Rose's good side through her grandson, who knows Mitch, who knows Hannah's son, Benny. So Jim wants to talk to Hannah. So I'm guessing that's what that's what Hannah and David will be talking about in a future episode. I know they're both kind of talking low because Erica was in the next room. So I agree, Donnie. I think Jim has way more tricks up his sleeve than Catherine. And as he told Catherine before, Catherine always leaves a mess, but Jim is more crafty. I agree. And Catherine kept saying, you got so many tricks up your sleeve. You can find a way to get that room. I believe it, but come on. Veronica's going to raise hell on Justin and Erica. Not to mention Melissa. Yeah. I don't know if Candace and Veronica will team up, but I don't know when. You can actually see the mystery woman a little better. Yeah, but her head was kind of like, So I really couldn't tell who it was. It wasn't Quita and it wasn't Veronica. I know that much. And where would Benny meet this woman? Because it looks like they're having sex in the next episode. So is it somebody, is it like a Malone package? Like if you get a loan from the Malones, you get a woman to go with it? I don't know. Or that woman that's with Benny is probably somebody that saw him save Veronica. So it's probably his reward for doing well. I don't know. Right. They're not going to kill Veronica. A lot of fans are saying that. Yeah. Somebody needed a last somebody on Twitter said some real stuff. They told me Tyler Perry writes the haves and the have-nots like it's a 5-day-a-week drama when it's only once a week. That's probably the realest thing I've ever heard from a fan. If this show was every day of the week, that would make way more sense than the way it is now. Donnie, I don't know when the Jennifer Salison murder will play out. You know how long it takes for things to get done in this show. Yeah, Quita, going to jail. And we know that Candace is most likely going to jail because she's robbing people in the hotel. I don't like to say that Jeffrey's getting what he deserves from what he done with Wyatt, but I agree that it is karma. You think about all the times that he tried to force himself on Wyatt, but this is just payback to the extreme. Yeah, she put her own child in jail. That was crazy. I don't. I mean, Candice and Quita going head to head. It doesn't look like it's going to be much of a fight because you know in the preview, Quita's like, "You're going to pay for killing my brother," and then you see Candice like rush her, and then you see like that one officer that has her like in a full Nelson. So it looks like Candice easily beats her, and then the cop breaks up the fight. Yeah, Catherine's not playing with nobody at this point. Um, yeah, no, I believe Rodriguez and Maloney's acting suspicious. It'll be interesting if he was, but I don't. The thing I like about the Malones is like you get enough of them to get you by. Like they're not all up in your face. Like every time they come on the screen, something is about to go down. So, Nathaniel, it looks like Hannah might have a date in the next episode. That handyman is going to stop by to fix the leak. It's funny, you got Michael who was cutting her grass, and now you got this one guy fixing the leak in her sink. So, hey, Benny, Benny and Melissa together will be interesting. But guys, I want Melissa to be with me. So come on now, Zombie. I just read your message. I'm rooting for Catherine. Yeah, I think we all are. She deserves a win. Again, look at everything that's Jim put her through. So, but I mean, I want to know how Candice get back in jail if Veronica get her out unless the deal wrong. I think Candice is going to jail due to the fact that she's robbing all of those men in her hotel room, and I think in the preview for next week, Oscar and Candice are at the bar talking. And Oscar's talking about something. It looks like he's describing a man. So I'm guessing Oscar knows what Candice is up to. So Oscar might be the one that calls the cops on her. I don't know. Will Candice find out about Erica? Hey, Valerie, are you talking about her moving in? Excuse me, her moving in with David? If so, then yes. Because in the extended trailer for the season, we see Candice walk into the new house because Erica opens the door. Found out she's working for Candice because I would like to think that Erica does. Okay, at first I thought Erica should indeed just be back with David because, well, Warlock is dead. So I don't know when Charles has come back, but Charles and Landon are going to be in the next week's episode. I don't know who Candice slapped. I don't know. It looks like this is a new character. I got to go back. Somebody actually sent me a list of all the new characters, and I'm definitely going to be doing more live streams now. Yeah, Dorothy, I'm a writer myself. Like, I write songs, poems, and stories. And just like Tyler Perry, if I wake up in the middle of the night and have ideas, I write them down. Yeah, David gave Erica the credit card, so that's probably why Candace is coming by. Eric, I agree. The dirt that David has on Veronica is so good that he doesn't tell us. Yeah, Donnie, if Veronica's out for like the first 6 episodes, I wouldn't mind it. Give the other characters room to grow and have their own stories, and then put her back in the game. Yeah, give her some space. It looks like this live stream doesn't have as many people as the last one, but I don't care. This as long as we got the chats going, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, Jim is funny as well. I just love the dialogue they had together. I don't know I feel like Veronica has a lot of dirt on David because like Jim, he always hasn't been playing for straight deck. Yeah, Catherine walks in on Jim and that girl. Yeah, and I agree. I think that girl that Jim is with is somebody that Candice knows. Like, and Candice is probably going to get busted because we saw that scene where she's like counting all that money. That's probably when she gets arrested. Yeah, Melissa. Yeah, thanks for hanging in. Let's see, yeah, I want to see Veronica's mom too. Yeah, so overall, this episode seems like it should have been like an episode 4 or 5. It definitely was weak as a season opener. I feel like we can all agree with that. Just reading through the messages here. I keep getting tweets, so on my iPod here, I'm actually looking at tweets as well, just to see if I can answer those questions. Oh, I need to get some sleep. Yeah, Nathaniel, we definitely, well, one of my favorite parts was when Catherine called out Hannah on her pride. You look at the fact that Hannah's pride is preventing her from taking the house, and she needs a place to live. Candace's pride is pushing her family away when she needs to be around them to grieve properly. Jim's pride is pushing his opportunity to get $250,000 in a divorce, not to mention giving away Wyatt's address to Catherine would have gotten him a room at a hotel. Do you think the show will be better with all these new characters? I said it 100 times over the hiatus. I'm not a fan of all these new characters if it's only going to eat up more time and not help develop the characters we already have. If done properly, then I welcome these characters. Why in the next preview Justin has Jeffrey against the wall? One of two things. Number one, Justin has had it and he just wants Jeffrey's like, stop fighting against this. Number two, when Justin sees Wyatt and Jeffrey hugging, he gets pissed off, gets Wyatt to get out of there, and then roughs up Jeffrey. The way Justin was talking, it's like, look, I've done all of this. You're my man. This is it. I ran your mom off the road, and I pretty much don't care about my wife and kid. It's just like Justin has an unhealthy obsession with Jeffrey. Or do you feel the main cast will take them out? And what about Hannah's new love interest? Hannah's new love interest will be interesting because I want to see how Hannah actually deals with that. And secondly, you know what's ironic? When Michael was a possible love interest, Hannah wasn't involved with it because she was more concerned about helping her own son. And Michael was just grieving the death of his granddaughter. Byron was who Hannah wanted to be with or have feelings for, but then it turned out he was working with Jim to get information on her. So after that, she's been pretty closed off aside from having, well, about to have sex with Michael, but Benny walked in on him. So who are all the new characters? I'll do that in another video because somebody sent me a picture, but I cannot for the life of me find it right now, but I'll get to it. Oh, and Tyler Perry gets a C+ for dragging the Melissa pregnancy too long. I don't even think she has a baby bump at this point. And Benny trying to get with Mama Rose, well, involved with the Malones is stupid. Yeah, I agree. That was ridiculous. Yeah, and Jeffrey and Wyatt don't even have a relationship. They're friends. But Justin is just so obsessed that it's just clouding his judgment in the worst way possible. Yeah, even if Veronica died, there's nobody that can take her place. You can make Candace get revenge all she wants, but she can't take her place. Veronica knows how to feel. I never thought of this before, but isn't it ironic that Veronica was going to leave David in the burning house, and now she's in a burning car? I never thought of that. That's good. That's good. I feel like in the final season, it will be the last two people standing. I mean, they're knocking off people each season, so you never know. Dang, so crick in my neck. When Justin had Jeffrey in the room and Jeffrey said, what about the camera? Yeah. Oh, my God. Justin ain't playing around. Yeah, karma. Yeah, keep the check. I would like to see Candace change. She lost her baby daddy and her son. I feel like Benny dying would be the one to actually be the one that I would hate to see Benny die, but I feel like Benny's death would be the straw that break the camel's back to where she actually tries to get her life together. And if you didn't see it already, I actually posted a video earlier today about my theory that Benny won't be able to pay the Malones back and his life is going to be on the line. And Candace will use her favor from Mama Rose to save Benny's life. That's my theory. Um, it, yeah. No, in the preview, Justin is attacking Wyatt at his condo. Jim shows up, and it looks like he's trying to break up the fight because obviously Justin goes after Wyatt, thinking that him and Jeffrey are a thing, but they're not. And it's funny because he keeps telling Jeffrey, "I'm sorry, I'm changed. I didn't mean to attack you. I didn't mean to get jealous," when he really is. I feel like they shouldn't complain about Candace because they said they wanted Candace from season 1. Are you talking about the fan base or characters in the show? I'm not going to lie. Candace was the main reason I was tuning in and back. Well, the thing about let's talk about the first 2 seasons of the show. All the characters all the characters were being developed. All the characters had a purpose. So Candace was the main reason. Candace and Jim were the main reasons a lot of people tune into the show. But as the show went on, you could slowly see that some characters were losing character while others were just skyrocketing. Like, Veronica is the breakaway star of the show. Nobody can deny that. I feel like Candace lost her power from the fan base when she got abducted by the Malones. She regained some fan base after she had Jim kidnapped, but like strapping him up and then turning his chair into like an electric chair and then extorting all that money and then acting like a victim when Oscar took it away. That's when people started to think of Candace just some arrogant little girl. So yeah, they were saying like there's going to be somebody that takes out Veronica. So I wonder how she's going to get back at Justin. I agree. Do you think Veronica might kill Justin? Killing would be the easiest thing to do. She's going to make him suffer. I agree with that. She's going to make him suffer. Okay, guys. Well, it's been about 30 minutes. I'm not going to lie. I need to get some sleep soon. So, are there any last-minute thoughts or questions on the episode? Because this was fun, so I'll definitely do more live streams. And the fact that you can see my face is actually, hey, there you go. Any last-minute thoughts before we close out tonight? I don't want to see Wyatt fall back on drugs, but who knows? Yeah, Candace has way more than 9 lives. I do think she'll be the last one standing when the series ends. Yeah, I can see that. I feel like Candace and Jim will be the last ones standing because they're the ones who got this whole thing started. All right, night, Melissa. I don't know if Melissa's baby's alive. I want to know how Veronica would react to that. All right, guys. Well, again, thank you so much for joining in 2 back-to-back live streams on the Haves and the Have-Nots. It was definitely an episode I'll probably rewatch again because it was so short. But with that being said, I might be doing a live stream later this week for If Loving You Is Wrong because I'm not staying up that late. So, everybody, I hope what's up, Zombie? What's up? What? You said wait, but what's the question? I feel like if Jeffrey changed, Veronica would be a stain, but Tyler Perry still is like a snake. But yeah, there has to be a villain on the show. Veronica's not going to instantly change like that. All right, well, guys, I'm going to turn in for the night. Give me some rest. I'll probably watch If Loving You Is Wrong tomorrow afternoon. If you wake up and there's ice on the ground, be safe. Why does Melissa hate Veronica so much, bro? Veronica's the reason her dad died. Remember, she wouldn't give her dad the medicine and he died. So, enough said. All right, guys, take care.